YouTube. I saw a woman today, and she was playing on TikTok Live, and she played good. She played good. And she was like, I play by ear. And, you know, she was going through some CCM, that's contemporary Christian music. And the reason why I said she played good, was because that was it to me. I play by ear. And I was like, yeah, I play by ear too. I play by ear too. But in order for you to get better, and keep this in mind, playing by ear is a talent. Is it a talent that could be acquired? I believe so. I believe so. I believe, yes, talents can be acquired. You know, can natural talents be acquired? I believe so. That's just my belief, and I would actually have to test this out with a couple people. And usually when I test this out with a couple people, I literally play a song and I just play the melody, and I'll say, repeat what you have heard. Go ahead and repeat that for me. Go ahead and repeat the playing. And if it doesn't sound right, I go through ear training with them. Go ahead, let me play it again. Let me play. So I do believe that some talents don't come natural. However, I believe that some natural talents, like my Uncle Ronald, can draw very well. And I think I might have mentioned this in another post where I asked him, I said, how do you do this? I can never acquire what he has on the level that he has. I just don't have it. Now, I'm not saying that I can't learn to draw, but what he has is a amazing talent. You know, some savants, you'll never be able to touch the savants at that talent level. You know, I may be a very talented ear player, and my classically trained pianist will ask me, how do you do that? How do you do that? And I believe that I believe she has that ability, and she just sat down and she's been doing music for years. But as far as it's like her and I had a discussion about it, and it's not a pat on my back, because I just told you that I believe that talent can be acquired. You know, you just have to work at it. But back to what she was saying. And I told her, I said, you know, when I started learning to read, started learning to read the music and understand it and transcribe it, I was able to actually sit there and say, wow, this is an amazing piece. It was adding comprehension to my talent. I understand. It's kind of like the Brian Allen, I'm so into you. When I break everything down to the chart level, it's a very, very simple song. However, it's so simple, it's beautiful. You know, when I write it out, and I understand, you know, the tritones of this, the movement of it. You know, I was like, wow, this dude really took a really took a simple piece and made a masterpiece, a hit that can't be touched. So, wow, that's so beautiful. That's what the skill of actually sitting down and becoming analytical with the music allowed me to do. I'm able to sit down, I'm able to analyze it. I can play it by ear. I'm like, this is what it's doing, but what is it really doing? You know, now this is in the key of E flat. Now we're doing this movement, which happens to be blah 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 blah, and it becomes something more than just playing by ear. It's kind of like, you know, you seeing regular tube TV and moving into, you know, the latest technology of high definition. You're able to see more. You're able to actually you're actually able to crack open a music book for leisure. Let me crack open this Chopin. Wow, this is amazing. And actually, you're sitting there reading it like a book. Like, just going through it, reading it. Okay, let me take this to the keys. When you just get satisfied with ear hustling, and that's what I call it, you get stuck. And you may be happy with being stuck. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. You may be happy with being stuck, but one thing my music teacher applauded me on is she said, you wanted more. Because, as she reiterated to me, those that can read get the jobs. Those that can read get, if I could set a chart in front of you that you've never, you know, and you can barely, I said, you got the job. You got the job. So, again, never, you know, if you always got to think about what's the goal. What's the goal of music? It's kind of like you guys see me with all my beat. You know, I got one MPC that's my friend's, a very good one that he gave me. You know, told me to hold it down. I have drum machines. I got my Akai Live 2. I have so much firepower to make beats with. Yet you guys don't see me running to those to make a beat. I had a BeatStar subscription, blah blah blah, because that wasn't my goal. I didn't want to just make a beat, and it's all under the guise of music. But I really wanted to. If I heard a soul sample, like I did that reharm of and then I tied that in with the Mob Block by Scarface. I wanted the ability to sit there and look at my fingers and be like, okay, this is what you're doing. You're playing it in this key, and this is actually played in this key, and that's still. I wanted that, and when I got that, mixing, combining, and mastering music. I mean, you could DJ on just the piano if you wanted to. That's all. That is what me sitting down and learning the skill of reading music. That's what got me there, and it's a beautiful journey because I'm not even done yet. I got so many things to do that I'm like, man, I wish I could just sit down and grab a new piece and barrel through it. I got so much to do. It's a beautiful journey, but it just depends on what you want to do. I understood what my talent was. However, when I saw my classically trained pianist who plays for the Kai pick up a piece of sheet music and she's just barreling through it, I said, nah, I want that. I want that boy right there. I want to be able to do that. And that is something that you've got to work at. And that work combined with my talent of ear hustling, Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. That's what that's gonna get me.